A very big traffic alert in the Santee area. This is the 52. We are dealing for over 7 miles. So this is what I would do if I were you. I would opt for the 125 south and then get on the 8 west for alternate routes this morning. Or you could just leave time for travel, maybe leave half an hour early, because again, we are crawling right now to get westbound towards the Tierra Santa neighborhood. As I go ahead and quickly pull up the travel times, right now tracking about an hour 15 to get you from Santee towards Tierra Santa. This is typically a 7-minute drive. So yeah, I mean, when I say plan ahead, I truly mean it. We're down about 6-mile-per-hour speeds. We will continue to follow this crash and the slowing and let you know how things progress throughout the morning. Back to you guys. Slow down and speeds down to about 8 miles per hour or so. So to say they're crawling is to put it lightly. In fact, it's looking like a parking lot right now on the 52. And right now traffic is actually squeezing down to 1 lane. You could opt for the 125 south and then get on the 8. In fact, we're at steady speeds through that direction, but I'm sure a lot of people are going to opt for that route. So that will likely get clogged up too this morning. But take a look. I want to pull up connector speeds down to about 5 miles per hour. As I mentioned, you could opt for the 8. Right now we're at steady speeds there. From the college area all the way towards Mission Valley, about a 4-minute ride, speeds at about 55 miles per hour. The 94, meanwhile, coming in from Lemon Grove to downtown, tracking about a 10-minute ride at last check. Back to you.
Oh, wow.
On your Wednesday morning, a road makeover at Encinitas is less than a year old, but it may already be headed for a reversal. City leaders are considering removing a protected bike lane on Santa Fe Drive after spending millions on the redesign. In today's On the Move report, I'm sharing why some want it changed while others say it's working. The city leaders are expected to continue discussing possible changes in the coming weeks before making a final. Following a crash on the 52 right at Santa Road, so this has things at a crawl coming in from Santee. In fact, traffic right now squeezing by through 1 lane, and the traffic backup is south and maybe get on the 8 west, but even that's starting to see its fair share of slowing. Typically, it's a 7-minute drive. Now it'll take you over an hour 20 to get in from Santee. Time you could foster just so many ways to help, and there are so many animals in need. So Beth, I also share a rescue dog by the name of Charlie, and that one is cute, just like mine. 740 use the ACs quite yet. This is what it looks like coming in from down as you make your way inbound from Lemon Grove via the 94 West headed towards South Park and Golden Hill. Let's go ahead and pull up those travel times. We are starting to see a lot of improvement following a crash earlier in Santee, right on the 52 West headed towards Mast. Right now looking at about 15 minutes inbound. We'll be back after this. In fact, we're still looking at somewhat of a parking lot like drive coming in from Escondido as you make your way towards San Marcos. We had an earlier crash on the 78 West right at Nordal, so right in between Escondido and San Marcos. It has cleared. Unfortunately, the slowing has not, but that's usually a slow spot anyway. Here's what it looks like on the 805. I mean, it is stop and go coming in from the South Bay as you make your way towards North Park, eventually into the Mission Valley neighborhood via the 805 northbound. All right, let's go ahead and zoom on into where we're tracking a crash. This is on the 94 West right at Federal. It has things pretty bottlenecked in from Lemon Grove as you make your way towards the 805 into the South Park and Golden Hill neighborhoods. So plan for that. In terms of travel times, we're seeing a lot of improvement coming in from Santee. Earlier, we were tracking about an hour 20 to get you in from Santee towards Tierra Santa due to a crash right at Santa Road. The crash has cleared, and we're now seeing those speeds start to improve. About 15 minutes on the 52 in from the 125 towards a 15 at last check. Let's go ahead and show you a nice drive. Yeah, bone dry out there. 8:10 is the time as you make your way in from La Mesa, Grossmont, headed towards the college area. I wish I had better news, but we are seeing crawls all across our region right now, across those major freeways. All right, we have a motorcycle crash that we're tracking on the 5 right at the mile of cars. This is going to slow things down for you, causing additional slowing as you're making your way on the 5, passing the 54, shooting up to National City. And then we have 2 crashes on the 94. So we have one at Federal, right near the Lemon Grove area as you're making your way westbound this morning. And then we have another one near South Park. That one involving a trash truck reportedly, and that's on the 94 West right at 30th as you make your way into downtown San Diego. So the 94 is kind of a mess right now because of those back-to-back crashes. 10 to 25 minutes if you're headed westbound on the 94 and the 8. About 15 to 20 on the 52 West coming in from the 125 towards the 15. All right, Eric, back to you. North right at mile of cars is causing a good amount of brake tapping, congested from about J Street as you work your way up towards the mile of cars. We are also dealing with a trash truck crash on the 94 West. Right at 30th. This is through the South Park Golden Hill neighborhoods. That's going to set you back if you're making your way towards downtown. All right, CBSA.com/traffic is where you can find more updates. We'll be back after this. You need to take advantage of that pool if you have one in the backyard. Trash truck. And then up in the North County, this one just popped in on the CAD, a crash on the 15 South right at El Norte. And that's before you make your way towards the 78. Connector. Let's go ahead and take a look at travel times. They are all in the red, our least favorite color when it comes to drive times. That means we're pretty slow and go, 9 minutes coming in from the college area, double that in from Lemon Grove, and now about a 20-minute ride in from Santee as you make your way towards Tierra Santa. Back to you guys.
Summer will be here before you know it, and you know it's camp sign-up time, right? So we're going to show you some of these great camps that parents can be booking right now. We'll be right back with that.
It's 8:42 on Wednesday morning. A road makeover in Encinitas. It's less than a year old, but it may already be headed for a reversal. City leaders are considering removing a protected bike lane over on Santa Fe Drive after spending millions on the redesign. In today's On the Move report, I'm sharing why some want to change while others say it's working. City leaders are expected to continue discussing possible changes in the coming weeks before making a final decision. All right.